What's up with ENFPs and this endless list of procrastination and projects and ideas and things that they want to finish that they actually don't finish? Coming up in this video. What's up, legend? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology, where I help geeks, gamers, and creatives to unleash the superpowers of their personality type and live a better life. And in this video, we're talking about ENFPs and essentially extroverted intuition and introverted feeling. If that's jargon talk, we're going to be talking about this explorer character within you that just wants to keep trying new possibilities and keep doing new things, as well as this kind of empath character that's tied to your heart that wants to do something that is connected to your identity, that really makes you feel like you are unique and on purpose. And think about that word and that phrase as well as we go through this. So the biggest issue here is that we as NPs, I'm an INFP, as NPs, we love this explorer character. We love playing with new ideas and new possibilities and brainstorming and just like shooting out ideas everywhere. I mean, that's where you get like the memes with cats and rainbows and stuff like that. Because it's like, I just want to take this idea and just jam them together and see what happens, because it's fun just to see what happens. Like, there's no end game goal with that. So this empath character is so internal, so subjectively felt, that it's often hard to understand and hard to like make a decision with, which is odd because it's a decision-making function. It should tell us what we need to do, but yet we don't really know what we need to do, and we have to take an action in order to feel through that action and say, oh yeah, that is what I wanted to do, or no. So we have to kinesthetically feel through the action, feel through the sensation to know if it's a good decision or not. And the only way to do that is by actually doing it, right? We can't just do it in our heads. We can't just imagine it, because that doesn't actually bring out the kinesthetic feeling of this is really what I want to do. Like, we play through it in our mind and we're like, okay, I'm done, I'm bored with it, but it's not necessarily the same. I hope that makes sense. There's a distinction between those two that makes it really difficult to actually do that. And then if you want to bring that into perfectionism, whatever we put out there, especially as an INFP, I know this firsthand, so I assume that you are dealing with this as well. Whatever we put out there is going to be a reflection of who we are, of our identity. Okay, and so if you put something out there, you create a new project or an idea or share something or something like that, that doesn't really resonate actually with what you wanted and your identity, then it's just painful. You're like, no, that's not me. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not who I am. So again, the procrastination, in my opinion, comes from the fact that we've already kind of completed it in our mind, and we're just like, well, I'm kind of bored with it now. I don't want to finish it because that's not fun. There's no joy in there. Also, there are other ways of looking at it, like the task is too big and we don't know what to do, and we think of all these different options and ways of completing it, and that actually kind of gets overwhelming in some ways. And also that internalized empath, introverted feeling aspect of yourself that is like really not sure if it's going to be a good reflection of your identity. And when you have to make a choice, you're walking through a cave and you're like, do I go left or do I go right? And you go left, oh, your mind just goes all over to like all that stuff on the right. Could have been anything. Could have been a boat. It absolutely, anything could have happened over there on that right side, and I'm stuck over here on the left side. I should have just done what's right instead of exploring what was left. And so it's this whole mishmash of different issues and things that go with procrastination, perfectionism, So what are you going to do with this? What's the important takeaway from all this besides just the information, right? If it's just information, it's not really actually being put into experience to level up into wisdom. I think the best thing that you could do is just force yourself to work towards completion, because completing that task is going to give you new emerging possibilities. If you think about it like that, it might help. It's going to be a struggle. You know, it's hard. I've started so many projects and haven't finished them. And yet every time that I do, amazing things happen. And it catapults my life into, I just imagined a cat being catapulted. It catapults life into new realms of possibility and chance. And that is way better than just starting a bunch of projects and then being miserable with your life. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this video, what your issue is with procrastination and perfectionism, and keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.